drive around.
I call the September 22nd, 2025 meeting of the Mexico City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Haig.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Approval of minutes.
Move we approve the minutes of September 8th.
Second.
Regular session.
Haig.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
New business resolutions, bill number 2025-61, a resolution authorizing city manager to sign change order 1 with Lewis Company LLC. Mr. Slagle?
Yes, Your Honor. This was the reconstruction of Pollock Road Bridge. The project is now in closeout phase, and with that, we have some paperwork to clean up because there was some additional work that needed to be done as part of this project. And to cover the details, Drew Wilford.
Oh, good evening, Council. As Bruce mentioned, this is for a recent bridge project that is now open to the public. It mainly has to do, the total change order amount on this is about $36,000, and much of that is the addition of 170 feet of guardrail that was placed on the southeast quadrant of the bridge due to a substantial drop-off that did not seem to be shown on the plan. So once we saw that was the case, we ended up engaging MoDOT, requesting that they provide somewhat of an emergency approval, proceeded to get that guardrail installed. It does appear that this would be grant eligible, so the 12.3 approximate percent that is a local match, that's the portion which the city would be responsible for on this. And there are some other minor items that go along with a final, what we call change order for these projects that kind of bring the point of the change order, especially a final one, brings all of the measured quantities in line with, I should say, estimated quantities in line with what was measured. So any small overages that occur attribute to that additional roughly $15,000 amount. And then we did have some overages on excavation as part of the project that occurred too. So with all of that, again, comes to an additional $36,379.84 to the project. Grant eligible, we'd recommend proceeding with reading of title and passage of the resolution. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Move for reading Bill 2025-61.
Second.
Do you have a question?
You have a question?
Too bad.
Haig.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Bill 2025-61, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign change order 1 with Lewis Company LLC for the Pollock Road Bridge Replacement Project, part of grant number BRO-R1191. And move for passage of Bill 2025-61.
Second.
Haig.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Bill number 2025-62, a resolution authorizing city manager to sign change order 1 with Brown and Root Industrial Services. Mr. Slagle?
Yes, Your Honor. This was part of our stormwater infrastructure improvements on the Curtis and Love Stormwater project. And once again, we have some additional work to be done. And to cover the details, once again, Drew Wilford.
This project consists of installing over 5,000 linear feet of storm sewer, 17,000 square yards of resurfacing, and 11,000 linear feet of curb and gutter. It's by far our largest project that we have on tap for the ARPA Stormwater Project grant that we got from the Department of Natural Resources. During this process, we found out that the design did not have fiber reinforcement, which is a very common standard we use for placing reinforcing fibers in concrete. And so we approached the contractor, Brown and Root Industrial Services, requesting a change order to add fiber throughout the large project that we have to give us a better life expectancy out of the concrete. We did approach DNR. We do have confirmation. I should say we do anticipate this being covered through the grant. I have a verbal confirmation on that. that this would be reimbursed at a 21% local match. One distinct thing that I will mention on this particular change order, because of the way the grant was administered, we asked DNR we have two grants. The first grant we approached with trying to get a 21% local match. That gave us a better scoring criteria when we did the grant process. We put like $2.5 million worth of work into that, thinking that's the only grant we would get. Thankfully, we were blessed to get that grant. We also had a second grant we threw in there, which was a dollar match for $5 million roughly of work. And we got that too. Because of the way the grant is administered, DNR is allowing us to take out the full grant, even though we may only use, let's just say if you have $100,000, we may only need technically by the bids $90,000. That leaves that $10,000 to cover any anticipated overages like what we just saw on Pollock Road and what we see here. Well, because of the way this works, they're actually going to allow us to place the overages from Curtis Street, which is from Grant B, onto the overages for the Love and Abbott Street project, which is Grant A. Grant A has more funding available to cover overages. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. It's a way to tap into the money because the two projects were bid as a single project. It's allowing us to tap into the money to cover overages and not have to pull any city funds separately to support this project. And we are tracking a number of change orders on this particular project with the Curtis Love and Abbott Stormwater Improvement Project. When we were in the design phase, we met with DNR and we found out we ended up having an incorrect deadline. We thought we would have into Q1 of 2026 to complete our design work. Turns out we had to meet roughly a mid-December deadline. That took off several months of design time. The Curtis Love and Abbott project is the one that got hit the hardest because it is our largest project, and as such, we're finding more change orders that are part of this particular project. So the net increase due to adding fiber reinforcement for this project is estimated to be $25,470. Again, this would be grant eligible through the American Rescue Plan Act and the Department of Natural Resources. We would recommend proceeding with reading by title only and passage of the attached resolution. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Drew, I dozed off just for a second. Would you repeat all that? Okay.
I move for reading of bill number 2025-62.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-62, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign change order 1 with Brown and Root Industrial Services, LLC, for the Love Abbott Stormwater Improvement Project, part of grant number DNR-SW-E6ACFOD6A299. I move for passage of bill number 2025-62.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-63, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign change order 4 with Sam Gaines Construction Incorporated. Mr. Slagle.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, this is a project, part of the stormwater infrastructure improvements, and this was on the East Anderson project, and this is kind of the same thing. We've got some additional work on this project, and to cover the details, once again, Drew Wilbur.
Absolutely. This project may be what everyone is familiar with most. This project involves installing over 960 linear feet of storm sewer, 1,100 square yards of resurfacing, and 1,500 roughly linear feet of curb and gutter right outside City Hall here, going down Jefferson. We ran into several change orders on this project. Much of what you see here is totaling a total of $42,983.20. That is due to a lot of unforeseen conflicts with utilities, unforeseen overages, and the excavation that was needed to address those utilities and make sure that we were able to continue with the project. A lot of it has to do with, particularly down at the more or less the town branch area, where we ran into numerous utilities. This project may be a record for me as far as how many utility conflicts it ran into within roughly its first 1 week of starting up. And that's why you see that total there again of nearly $43,000. But this is the final change order of the project, change order 4. It is grant eligible for reimbursement, and so we would recommend we proceed with reading by title only, passage of the resolution. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Move for reading Bill 2025-63.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill 2025-63, resolution authorizing city manager to sign change order 4 with Sam Gaines Construction, Inc. for the East Anderson Street Stormwater Improvement Project, part of grant number DNR SW745E73C59FEE. Move for passage 2025-63.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-64, resolution authorizing the city manager to sign change order 1 with TB Dozing and Excavation LLC. Mr. Slagle.
Yes, Your Honor, this is for the Pollock Road Culvert Replacement Project, also part of some of the stormwater projects. And there is I guess you'd say a profile type difference on this one that needs to be looked at and corrected, and to cover the details, once again, Drew.
On this project, Bruce hit the nail on the head. We ended up having a profile, that if you think of driving along the road, creates a substantial, feels like almost a speed bump or a hump in the road. And if any of you have driven over that, it is safe, that it is. I drove over it at the speed limit, it's perfectly fine. But I could certainly see that becoming a problem if you have a long load, if you're transporting something, think of on a lower trailer. I can see that scraping. There's already some scrape marks on that concrete. So we approached TB Dozing, which was the contractor, about the concern. We did a review with our own survey equipment. We found it was designed that way. It was built to the plan, so there's no problem with it being constructed that way. We approached the engineer about it, and we did get approval to move forward with the idea of lowering that profile. TB Dozing has already completed the work, and they provided an estimate, excuse me, of $43,307 to completely remove and completely replace. I shouldn't say completely. There is some concrete remaining from that first pour. That profile and address the issue, and I'm happy to report it is addressed at this time. So we'd recommend proceeding. It is grant eligible. We will be able to submit this to DNR for reimbursement as part of our ARPA stormwater grants. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I move for reading of bill number 2025-64.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes. Bill number 2025-64, resolution authorizing the city manager to sign change order 1 with TB Dozing and Excavation LLC for the Pollock Road Culvert Replacement Project, part of grant number DNR-SW-E6ACFOD6A299. I move for passage.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-65, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign Amendment 1 with MECO Engineering Incorporated. Mr. Slagle.
Yes, Your Honor. As MECO is part of the design team on this project, and there's been a lot more work required of this, and they're looking to amend their oversight contract and to cover the details. Once again, Drew?
Yeah, this particular project, again, is our largest construction project and requiring the most attention from engineering division here. In talking with MECO, we've had to go back to the drawing board several different times for designs because we've run into unplanned utility conflicts, things that we did not realize were there but cannot be moved, like high-pressure gas main and things of that nature. And so as we were working with MECO, it became quite apparent that it would benefit us to secure their construction administration and inspection services to support some of this work, to keep track of quantities, to help if there's an issue that arises, again, with design revisions. So we approached them with a request to develop amendment number 1. They did. That net increase in cost is $26,000. Again, that supports that inspection and administration services that we'll need to support a successful project completion. So we'd recommend proceeding. It is grant eligible. Once again, that ran this through DNR. We'd recommend proceeding with reading by title. and passage of the attached resolution. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah, I thought the utility finding lady was going to pitch a tent out there. She's like there all the time over there. We'll run out of paint first. I don't know which one.
There's a lot of paint being used.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of pleasure of the council.
I move for reading of bill number 2025-65.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-65, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign Amendment 1 with MECO Engineering Incorporated for additional construction, administration, and inspection services on the Love Abbott Stormwater Improvement Project, part of grant number DNR-SW-E6ACFOD6A299. I move for passage of 2025-65.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
The claims.
Move we pay the claims.
Second. Did Drew have anything to say about these? No, you said something about everything.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Council comments. We'll start with Mr. Weber tonight.
Oh, man. I don't think I have anything special to say. You won again. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. That's always fun. Mr. Miller.
Well, we have at least 6 trees going around the square so far, and they look pretty good. Be nice if we get more of them, but the project's moving along. And of course, this weekend is Walk Back in Time. Just remind everybody that that's a big deal for the Historical Society and for the businesses in Mexico with all the people coming in.
Ms. Briggs.
Well, first of all, I want to say I really enjoyed reading about you in the paper, Steve. That was a nice picture, a nice article. You're a busy guy, and but I appreciate that. I'm sure the community appreciated that too. Yeah, it's Walk Back in Time, and I know the MMA boys are getting ready to do something up there, like probably part of the honor guard. That's what they do, and so they've been busy at school doing that. So, other than that, I have nothing.
Mr. Ray.
Yeah, Walk Back in Time, that'd be busy. I'm gonna be over there helping. Is that something we'd have Placer AI, see how many people are over there?
Yeah, I'll have to get that part, and it's not in the system yet. I was just actually doing that today.
Were you?
Requested it to be added, so, yeah,
Stuff's mind-blowing. I love that.
yeah.
I love that. My comment is we've got a dump truck sitting on the corner of Boulevard and,
A dumpster. No.
yeah, basically a dumpster. Yeah, it's full of stuff, and it's been sitting there way too long, and it's Jerry Bowles. And he's got trash all over town, and it's disgusting, and it's embarrassing to all of our residents, especially in that area that have to drive by it every day.
The Boulevard Omar.
Yeah, and Omar. Boulevard and Omar.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, around his house, and then also around his office. And it's driving everybody nuts, and I'm getting a lot of complaints about it. And, you know, I have family that lives over in that area too, and I'd really like Jerry to clean that up and mow the house and maybe rent it to somebody, since we need,
Maybe
you know,
mow the house.
mow the house down. Yeah, either way, but mow the yard and rent the house to somebody. You know, it's got tracks where, you know, they obviously pulled that non-functional vehicle into the front yard, and it sat there for several months, and yeah, and then he's got all kinds of a big variety of things. That's Jerry Bowles. So, that's all I have to comment on. Thank you.
Mr. Slagle.
I have nothing at this time, Your Honor.
A couple things. I had some people that, one person out on Pollock and really likes the bridge, so does a good job. And I was wondering about the hump, so I knew we talked about it, but I'm glad it's gone. Got to go out to Zenith's homecoming, I guess. at the airport. That was a really neat experience. There was planes from New York and stuff that flew in, and I don't think people really realize what asset we have in the airport. They're talking about some planes landed in other airports because they needed fuel, and the airports didn't have fuel, which I was like, why would you have an airport and not have fuel? But I guess that's true, and we're blessed to have, I think, two types. We have the airplane and then the jet, and so we offer a lot of services, but talked to Jay out there and Sebastian. Zenith does just a really neat operation and a lot of fun, but next year, if you haven't seen that, it's always good to go out there and see that as well. But that's all I have with that. So now it's time.
One more comment,
Go ahead.
too. Drew, that everything that's going on in Curtis Street, the crews over there are very kind and letting traffic through and that sort of thing. So I know it's pretty tight over there, and they're kind of working with the public and getting through there. So tight quarters, so kudos to them.
That's not thinking.
Yeah.
Public comments. If you would like to make a comment, you can come to the podium, state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes to make your comments.
I think I'm the only one. So.
You're it.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. My name is Richard Gold. I live at 1010 East Liberty Street, Budget Inn, if you guys don't know where 1010 East Liberty Street is. My property backs up to Holt Street, so I have a direct view of what happened this past weekend. On Friday, a contractor came to Holt Street and Agriculture to cut down a tree. They cut down the top of the tree, but left the tree still leaning on the over the road and the easement. So I think they didn't finish the job. They put up barriers and blocked the entire block from Agriculture to Martin Luther, basically trapping one of our residents. And I'll get down to the bottom of that one. So they put up the barriers. This closed did not just affect one resident on the block, it affected everybody on Holt Street and that area, 50 households. Cut off from a road created a major inconvenience and, more importantly, a serious public safety risk. Even worse, one resident, Mr. Freddie, he lives at 1010 Holt Street. He's 77 years old, was completely trapped. In order to get in and out of his own property, he had to drive through the neighbor's yard because he couldn't move the barriers. This is just unacceptable. No resident, let alone a senior citizen, should be put in this position for incomplete city work. The cutting was done roughly about 1 o'clock. This morning they came and had a loader and a dump truck, cleared all the rubble in less than 3 hours. So it seems to me like the closure was completely unnecessary. Then on top of me asking the guys this morning, hey, why didn't they cut the whole tree down? Because it's still leaning on the road. Apparently they're going to close the road tomorrow to cut the tree down and finish the job. Just to me, seems really unacceptable behavior. And I don't think Freddie has a voice, so that's why I came tonight to give him a voice. Thank you, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you. I got video of it if you want to see. And anything else, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Richard.
Adjournment into.
I move we adjourn into executive session pursuant to revised statute of Missouri 610-021, personnel matters.
Second.
Haig,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.